Oh, look at this. The fun never ends. This is Conservative Night, and this is The Young Turks is Exposed, episode number 26. I don't even think it's been an hour, and I just find stupid thing after stupid thing. The Young Turks wasn't releasing a lot of idiotic content for a while. I hadn't been watching it recently because I was doing my Bernie Sanders is Wrong series. But gee, whenever I look now, it's just every video is full of falsehoods. Let's um let's listen to the moderator from the last Republican debate, and let's listen to John's response, which comes from PolitiFact.
By Fox.
Governor Bush,
Yeah.
almost 40% of Americans are without a job and are not looking. Many have given up. That's what the participation rate tells us.
40% unemployment. That's a really big number.
Okay, first of all, she never said unemployment. Unemployment is very different than jobless. And it is an important statistic because it is representative of the size of the total workforce. So, but she never mentioned unemployment. One time. She said people who have stopped looking, etc.
Seems crazy. It seems insane. We hear 5%, 6%, 7% over the last year, 18 months or whatever. And you can get it up to 12%, depending on how you run the different numbers. Generally, it's somewhere around 6%. But the reason that you have heard 6% and that seems to work out is that what 6% represents is the percentage of people who are trying to work, who want to work, who can't find a job. And we use that definition of unemployment because it makes sense. So what would you have to do to get to a...
It's not the only definition of unemployment. You can look at the various unemployment tables, John, and you will get very different numbers. I'm not sure the specific tables. I think it's U3, but don't quote me wrong on that. It's just people who were fired and who are looking or laid off and are looking for another job. That's all that refers to. Just people who are actively looking for a job in the workforce and haven't found a job yet. It does not refer to people who have dropped out of the workforce due to unemployment expiring and no activity. So, while that definition of unemployment that is often used is useful to some extent, it does not describe the full employment spectrum of this country. Let's listen in for the more nonsense.
40% unemployment rate that she is implying is actually true there. Well, you would have to include people who aren't just trying to work and can't find a job. You'd have to include very different sorts of people. This is according to PolitiFact. Getting a percentage that high requires believing that being in high school, college, or a graduate student, a senior citizen, a stay-at-home parent, a job training participant, or having a disability is no excuse for not holding down a job or for working less than 40 hours in a week.
Okay, first of all, she never said anything about excuses. Let's look at Bureau of Labor Statistics again. We're going to be knocking down this nonsense again. This is what the moderator was referring to. This is worker participation rate by month. Well, it's by year, and I guess that's year in January. It's look at how low it is in 2015 compared to just 10 years ago. 66%, and now it's down below 63%, and it continues to fall. And you notice it's falling rapidly very recently. And here are the specific numbers for you down here if you want to look at these tables. But here's the point. Don't misrepresent what people say. This is not referring, these are from my other videos. This is not referring to unemployment. She never said the unemployment rate. So, Young Turks, stop putting words in people's mouths and stop misrepresenting people, or you're just going to get video after video of this. And I will continue posting. Thanks for listening. God bless.